Hey everybody, it's 1:58. A friend of mine said I should keep a diary of my life while, being here for my mom while I should, and, record memories. And so um, last night, yesterday was Easter, and we had a great time. My mom made a spectacularly great cake that is over there. I haven't touched yet. Um, and I'm going to resist doing so until dinner time or after dinner today. We'll see how that goes. I might cheat. Mom loves to cook, and right now she's sleeping. She got to take her medicine earlier today, as she has a schedule on that. And then I'm here to remind her, you know, to take it. And 90% of the time, she says I took it. And there's that 10% where she says, "Oh, I'm glad you reminded me." Um, and most of the time, we talk about things, and I have my computer here. You know, it's Oakland News Now, to work, and I try to arrange things so I'm not out of the house away from her in case something happens. I'm always on alert for, you'd say, what? Like, well, among the elderly, falling does happen, out of bed. And we fixed it so that if that happens, um, there's a nice bed of pillows there. But I try to make sure every night that that's set up, right? Um, and sometimes just being here just to be company is the most important thing, as many of you know. Um, Particularly during this pandemic, and we got a call from a family member yesterday, and I hadn't talked to in a while, and she was saying about how, and then I filled in the blank. I said, getting out is fun, but then I'm scared to go out. And she goes, yeah, I know. You always think while we're out of it, and then something happens like this 23-year-old kid passed away of the virus. We went to 44, 45 games of the Alabama Crimson Tide basketball game. He's just 23 years old. Now, mom and I, thankfully, have been vaccinated, but now you have variants. So does that mean we have to have variants for the vaccine? And then also there's this issue, this question, this subject that's not talked about enough, and it's not put on television. What should we eat and not eat to keep our immune system up to fight this thing as a country? That should be part of the conversation. It shouldn't be swept under the rug. If people have home remedies, share them. Cod liver oil, perhaps, but I digress. Um, and, I help mom in a number of ways, just that around, like I started my company, she's on the board of directors. Um, and that's worked extremely well because she was always going to give me advice anyway. So I essentially monetized her contribution, right? Um, that's what I did. She would love to see me get married and have grandbabies. She drops that hint every other day. I'm very much aware of that. But you got to meet the right woman to be your wife, who wants to be your wife, and that's a process unto itself. I don't, I don't know how to square that circle except to say that it takes it takes an energy that I don't, trying to make that happen takes an energy that um, I fear is going to take me away from focusing on my mom. Um, could be wrong, but it would make her quite happy. And yeah, me too. Yeah, but and I've tried to do all that before. Sometimes the Lord has a way of letting you know when it's your time and when it's not. And obviously, the Lord has said it's not my time to get that thing done. Um, to which my mom says, "You better hurry up." But we have a lot of fun with that. And so the rest of the day is going to be spent. I'm going to install a new area on Zennie 62 Media to formalize the sponsored post process. So to get people who want to post something, a press release, to pay for that, and at a very low cost. Um, because I get a lot of these press releases and some of them get ignored. This will be a way of making sure that I don't ignore a request. If a person's paid for it, I have to do it or I have to send the money back, right? I think that's the best way to go. So I got the idea in a way from TechCrunch, because if you look at TechCrunch, the majority of posts that I've seen had the term sponsored content. And there's a reason for that. So I'm going to stop pretending, as others do. I'm going to stop pretending that you can make this content monetize solely by ad revenues. Um, in fact, that was never our model. The business model for Zennie 62 Media is for us to tell your story. You pay us to do that, and we're open about it. And this is a continuation of that ethic. So anyway, I got to work on that. Mom is sleeping. I got to check on her. Make sure that she eats and gets some oatmeal. So I'm going to make some oatmeal here right now um, for her, just so that she starts off right when she gets up eating, right? So that's my diary for right now. Subscribe to Zennie62 and bookmark oaklandnewsnow.com.